That's...
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Tim.
Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Haha, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. Okay, there you go. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finishes her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. Ooh. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of her cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages.
Ah.
Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious. Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book?
Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them.
How do you happen to buy two of the same book? Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about anyway?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. What is that face that you just did? I'll put up an image of what it kind of looks like right here. There's an ominous looking eye symbol in the front on the front cover.
alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Whoops, accidentally hit save or load. Nope, don't want to do that. Return. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Tim?
I feel like I'm switching her voice a tiny bit.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
That's better. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy. Why did I say philosophy? Philosophy, then they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest in or anything. Interest in or anything. Why is it interested? What the frick?
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't need you to worry. I don't really think you need to worry. Wow. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat right next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
That's...
What the heck did I just do?
I'm sorry. Oh, it's not that I don't want you to... It's not like that I want it. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching.
Oh my god, it's getting romantic.
Jesus Christ. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Ooh, whoa, I love this image.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book open between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready
Did she actually look at him?
to turn the page?
Oh, she did.
was creepy.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
Think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remained silent for a moment.
But, Tim, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that...
Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more mean that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other.
Do a poem.
Yeah.
We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning.
In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Wait, that was her saying it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Alright.
So.
I was blanking out. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the page, then slip it back into my bag. Here we go!
Oh, okay.
Who should I show my poem to first? We're gonna finish all this, and then how long have we been recording for? We've been recording for a solid hour. We're gonna finish all of this, and then we're gonna move on to the next episode. Well, we're gonna stop here, and then we're gonna record another episode, but you guys are gonna be like Oh, we gotta wait the next day for the next episode, you know?
They're gonna nag you. Yeah, they're gonna be naggy like.
What? Okay, who do we start with first?
Oh, okay. Let's start with something that we didn't start first. The other poem that we did.
Alright, since
so
we
we
did
started with Monica first.
Yeah, we should do Sayori first then.
Yeah.
If since we did her last.
Let's do Yuri last. ...
Okay.
Oh! I like this one, Tim. It has some nice feeling in it.
Ah, I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better.
I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good.
Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it.
No. I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, Tim. Never, ever.
Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then?
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah. Me neither.
Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
You want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like the happiest.
What?
Most. I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain clouds a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. And
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is.
What?
It is. I'm getting over.
You need to read question
I'm
marks
getting
more.
all over the place. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Tim. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh. Bottles. I pop off my scalp. Whoa. Like the lid of the cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams, little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reached inside with my thumb and forefinger and plucked one out.
You gotta read it like a poem.
It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put in the bottles to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle of starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes the bottles to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my finger goes. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the... What does that say?
Nooks and crannies.
Nooks and
Crannies.
crannies. Oh, I can't even read that. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping, I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like the time elapsed. My empty shelf could... Oh my god, I can't read right now.
What's wrong with you? Jesus.
My empty shelf could use some more. My friends looked through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and come in friends. What?
And in come my friends.
And in come my friends. In they come. Oh my god, I can't read. Okay. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically put them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the title between my feet. Happy thoughts,
Title?
happy thoughts.
Wait, oh yeah, that is the title.
Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Oh, that's a long poem.
Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. What the heck?
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sari's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this one is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
Next person.
Next person's going to be... We're gonna leave Yuri for last, I think.
Yeah, we are.
We're gonna do... Natsuki.
Ah. I like your last one better.
Oh, that's because she didn't jump at all, did she?
And she also fight with Yuri.
Well, no, like she didn't jump when we made the poem.
Yeah, so...
Eh? Really?
Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat.
You gotta read a bit faster than that, you know?
Oh, jeez.
That may be true, but I just wanted to see something. I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out.
I mean, I always like poems
You don't have to read that fast, you know?
that are trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Ha! Making a reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all.
I guess that's one way to look at it.
Well, everyone has their own opinion. But my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Oh my god. Amy likes spiders? Or
Why you put a question mark behind that?
Or is it like Army?
It's Amy.
Amy.
Idiot.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. What?
Icy. She likes icy spiders.
What does that say?
You know what that diamond bling? No, it says icky, idiot.
Oh. Icky, wrinkly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she's like spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Only time I hurt my leg really bad.
Only time.
Oh, one time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her.
Poor Amy, you know.
Yeah, I know. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders.
What do you keep? What is that? Like, I don't understand. You always read like she probably talks about spiders. Like, so what? It's like you stop in between. Like you don't second guess yourself. You're just like Yuri. You second guess yourself. Right,
where am I? Where am I?
I think you're around here somewhere.
She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends talks to?
You're doing it again.
I know.
You need to work on your
Start
speaking.
to like spiders too. That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The word.
Okay,
The
this
world?
is so weird. Last episode, I think it was last episode, you said word like world, and now you say world like word. What the frick?
The word. Oh, the world is better off without spiders, lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Bum ba-dum bum ba-dum.
Wait, are you done with the poem now? Okay.
Yes. Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it.
You put weird pauses like this message is pretty straightforward in this poem.
Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much similar
Analogies.
analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy.
I need you to get I need you to practice on your reading more.
Yes, I do. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that?
It's not a question.
Remember that?
That's not a question.
Remember that?
Remember that!
Remember that. Oh. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too. So look forward to it. Wait, how many poems are there?
I don't know.
Wait, is this a poem club?
This is a literature club. Anything about books and that kind of thing. You know, something from language arts.
That's why there's a lot of reading to this.
Yeah, the game is all about reading. We even gotta read this, like, dialogue. And the monologue. We're gonna do Monica.
Hi again, Tim. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright. Great job, Tim. I was going ooh in my head while reading this. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's why it always counts when I put in some effort.
Wait, wrong voice? Oh shoot, that's why. Forget that I did that last voice like that. I wasn't reading the names, alright?
That's not very fair. Well, I guess I worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
Yeah, we do.
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look.
Save me.
Oh, it sounds so sad.
The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, and endless cacophony.
What? What is that word? Cacophony? I don't know.
Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine? Oh, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless.
There's still more to scroll down. Load me. Wait a minute.
What does that mean?
Save me. Look.
Oh!
Oh, frick. We're breaking the fourth wall now. She wants me to save and load it. Wait. We're gonna do that right now. Hello?
I'm scared.
Hello, miss? Hello? Are you okay? I'm going to save now. I'm gonna save in this empty slot right here. And then I'm gonna go to main menu. Yes. I'm gonna load game. And we're gonna see. And you can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Weird. Why'd she say that?
Don't know.
It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing that I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with a reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game.
What?
Why is she telling us this?
Monica, are you breaking the fourth wall? Hello? Are you telling me to save my game when I'm trying to make a difficult decision?
What's happening here?
Monica, are you kidding me? What is going on with your head?
You'll never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing?
No, it's not. You freaking... What is...
Did she just tell us?
Oh my god.
She just... Oh my god.
That's creepy, you know?
What am I even talking about?
You creepy girl.
That's my advice for today.
Oh, jeez.
Thanks for listening.
I don't trust her anymore. I don't trust her.
Me neither.
I don't
She
like her.
doesn't-
Alright, last but not least, Yuri, the person who should like our poem.
Let's see what you've written for today. What was your voice again?
It's more whispery. Oh. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Yes! Do you like it?
Tim, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. I really wanted to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hand appears sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts.
What?
I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
You really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah. I do. If it's with you.
Ooh.
The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night.
I hate reading cursive.
While I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendency as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The exciting beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon, in increments.
I hate reading cursive.
Its phase and reflects that much more light come off of my cutting knife.
Why does she keep talking about her knife?
I don't know.
The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken a fallen to me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A gush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again.
What? So she's the raccoon.
Ew.
Ew. Yeah, why did she say gush of blood? That's so freaking weird. Hey, how's it going?
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using my poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to be, what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Huh. That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
Eh? She did?
Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter that you're into it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common.
That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose it's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that.
Don't worry, I have no reason to.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Well, that's going to be it. Looks like we're done with the second episode. Is this the second episode?
Second episode.
This is the second episode. You haven't said anything in a while because I was voice acting for 2 people in a row. Actually 3, if I'm including myself. Anyways, that's gonna be it for now. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment down below.
She's creepy.
Yeah, she is freaking creepy. Breaking the 4th wall and everything. God. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more content just like this or even better. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Take care.